Dear students, welcome in my video presentation on COVID-19 and human body's immune system. Do you know how our body's immune system or immunity works? Do you want to know how our immune system responds to novel coronavirus? So let's have a look at human body's immune system. The immune system. It protects the human from infection occurred by pathogens with layered defense of increasing specificity. Pathogens. Pathogens are disease-causing bacteria or viruses. Pathogens enters our body through nose, mouth, open wound, etc. First line of defense, trap pathogens and cleared from body. If not trapped the pathogens, it enters into the bloodstream where different types of WBCs produce cytokines and antibodies. The cytokines and antibodies attach to pathogens and signals to the leukocytes to kill the pathogens and removed from the body. Cytokines are large group of proteins secreted by various immune cells in response to stimulus, works as a messenger to send chemical instructions to the rest of the immune system to stop its response. On entry of pathogen in human cells, body's defense cell includes different types of WBCs convey messages to other defense system in the form of chemicals known as cytokines, which are large group of proteins for to alert other immune cells and so that they will be ready to defend against pathogens and remove the pathogens from body and stop infection. For to understand body's defense system, let's compare it with nation's defense system. So first imagine that the human body is like a country and group of cells may form organs, and imagine organs just like states in the country, and the cells are like individual peoples that lives in the country, and pathogens are foreign bodies that cause disease, similar to the way in which criminals cause mayhem and damage. The nation's first line of defense includes physical barriers such as oceans, mountains, walls, etc., which prevent entry of criminals in the country. But even if they still cross first line of defense, then police force or special police force become active to fight against them. Still, if the special police force also unable to defend against criminals, then special trained forces such as army, military, which includes third line of defense, called to fight against criminals. So these special forces come into picture only in emergency and severe attacks. The body's defense system is made up of two armies of cells, innate and acquired, and is consist of three lines of defense. Innate immunity consists of first and second lines of defense. It is a natural immunity and it prevents inner or most vulnerable tissues from coming in contact with pathogens, whereas acquired or adaptive immune system, it develops over time through exposure to pathogens. This acquired immunity, it is mediated by antibodies and through trained cells. And on infection, this innate immunity switches first and then acquired immunity system. If virus passes first line of defense, then it will be encountered by the second line of defense. And this acquired immunity is more specific response to the particular pathogen and which try to clear infection. Let's see first line of defense. It includes physical and chemical barriers such as tears, skin surface, mucous lining trachea, gastric juice, normal flora, flushing of urinary tract, also removal of particles by cilia and nasopharynx, and it stops infection before it enters into the body cells. Let's see second line of defense. Once pathogen crosses first line of natural immune system, it come in contact with the second line of defense. This first line coordinate to the second line of defense to fight against pathogens. It includes these immune cells such as phagocytes and complement proteins, which on activation recruit more WBC at site of infection, and this inflammatory response which causes swelling, redness, pain, etc. And it is non-specific in action, and here these pathogens are killed by phagocytes. These phagocytes digest these pathogens, and undigested portion in the form of antigen it brings towards the T cells. These T cells undergo activation and proliferation. It releases cytokines. These cytokines may stimulate different B cells to produce antibodies which react with viral antigen and kills viruses. Also, it causes activation of T killer cells for to kill infected cells. Also, it activates macrophages to engulf viruses and become more effective at clearing infection. Also, it releases calming cytokines. This activity is very essential once infection is cleared from the body for the normal functioning of the cells. Here, stimulation of suppressor T cells to slow down immune response once infection cleared from the body. The third line of defense, that is acquired or adaptive immunity. It shows specific response. Once first and second line of defense unable to remove infection, this third line of defense system get activated. This response is mediated via lymphocytes. There are two different types of lymphocytes, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B cells mediate its effect via antibody, whereas T cells by activation of T helper cells and T killer cells. Here, these macrophages, it kills pathogens and digest it, and undigested portion or undigested material, that is antigen, it displayed on the surface after digestion. Then different T cells being activated towards the specific antigen. T helper cells release cytokines and stimulate specific B cells. Then stimulation of appropriate B cells and proliferation and differentiation into proper antibody producing plasma cells. B cells then convert into plasma cells or memory cells, and then it produces antigen specific antibodies and which release into plasma cells for to bound to pathogen and kills pathogens. Here these memory cells also ready when second time the same pathogen attacks on the body. Just like highly trained military officers, special training is required for more advanced B and T cells. These cells are higher officers of the immune system, and as such they require more advanced training in order to fight against pathogens and for very specific attacks on targeted pathogenic enemies. For the specific antibody producing B cells, this secondary level training occurs in the bone marrow, and for T cells in thymus. Natural immunity not always enough to keep us safe, and we need vaccinations. Vaccines are designed to educate an army of B and T cells which make up the body's adaptive immune system. This arm learns by exposure and provides long-term immunity. Let's have a look how novel coronavirus infection triggers cytokine storm in severe COVID-19 infection. Inhaled virus infects lungs and other organs. Cytokine release on normal virus detection plus excess cytokine release in persons having other underlying conditions. Recruited T cells increase the pro-inflammatory cytokine release, which causes cytokine storm. Excess cytokines make blood vessels hyperpermeable. Leaking microvascular stimulates coagulation cascades and multi-organ failure and eventually death. Let's see how novel coronavirus infection differs from other viral infections. However, yet we don't know more about novel coronavirus. We don't know how exactly our immune system works against novel coronavirus. Many researchers suggested that in many seriously ill COVID-19 patients, the viruses cause their immune response to miss time and then go crazy. The novel coronavirus seems to delay the launch of the innate immune system, inhibiting the production of interferons, which are key cytokines for to alert other immune cells about pathogens, and due to late response releasing an excessive interferons and other cytokines to compensate the response. Highly inflammatory reactions flood the patient with antibodies and blood cells that destroy human tissues without stopping the infection and causes multi-organ failure and eventually death. Let's see how IgG and IgM antibodies released in body. Antibodies IgM and IgG are the specific bullets against pathogens or against viruses. These bullets are produced by specific higher level officers of defense cells like B cells and specific B cells and T cells. These IgM antibodies are the first antibody produced in response to antigen and detected within 4 to 7 days after infection starts. Recent studies indicate that asymptomatic people with negative diagnostic test and positive IgM test suggesting they may have recent infection with low viral load. IgG antibodies produced after 7 to 14 days after infection and detectable over weeks, months or even years. IgG antibodies sustained for longer time and shows long-term immunity. So, in the serology test, presence of excess IgG and IgM in the plasma or serum may indicate the person may be infected with the novel coronavirus or may have a COVID-19 infection. I request you to circulate this video to the maximum for awareness about COVID-19 and immunity, and like and subscribe it. Thank you.